All right, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I'm gonna talk about this YT. I don't know her name. Quavo girlfriend. I didn't even know she was a rapper. She said that told ladies, don't mess with a dude who can't buy you a Birkin bag. And one of my subs wanted me to speak on that, so I just went live on there. And then also we're gonna talk about LisaRaye starting the OnlyFans account. And we're gonna talk about Lil Boosie and Mike Tyson. Kind of talk about the Dwayne Wade situation. And Mike Tyson asked him, he thought he was a homo or something of that nature. Now, had that been a regular person, Boosie probably would, oh hell no, dog, I'm gonna pull the 40 on you, make it, you know what I'm saying? He probably would have got upset, but that's Mike Tyson. When nothing he or his man was gonna do to Mike Tyson on his ranch. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Mike Tyson didn't get totally disrespectful in my Blueface voice, but he's like, why does it bother you so much? Are you a homosexual or whatever? I'm like, he agreed with him. My whole thing is this, man. Before I get in on this Birkin bag shit, what people got to realize is the community was a lot better when it took a village to raise a kid. Now, everybody, nobody else but the parents at home can hold their kid or daughter or son accountable. But it's at the point to, they don't want the teachers talking to the kids, or now the kids can't be in control. You don't discipline your kids, and you don't want nobody else to discipline your kids. But then when you get out to the real world and the police put a bullet in their head, then you want to be crying on national TV. But yeah, let's start off with this Birkin bag comment she made, right? And she said, ladies, don't go with a guy basically who can't get you, who don't buy you a Birkin bag. Now she done had several rebuttals. I mean, what's my man Safari used to be with Nicki Minaj, basically said, don't buy a girl a Birkin bag she can't buy for herself, and she got to earn it. He Flighty 5 salute, Kobe 2K fan salute, Orange salute, Kobe 2K fan salute. My whole thing is, about the Birkin bag thing. I mean, basically it's prostitution. If you want to keep it 100, that's what it is. Because if I got to buy you a bag, or I got to pay your bill, or, I got to give you money for you to be with me, then that's prostitution. I don't even know how much a Birkin bag costs. I can care less. And this generation has turned prostitution legal. Exactly what's going on. Prostitution has been, basically legalized, and now it's been popularized. Raise on salute. So, you depend on how you meet a girl too. If you meet her and you buy her a drink at the bar, not even that. That's simple. If you meet her and pay her car note or give her some money to have sex, then you can't marry her then. Because as soon as you get into some trouble and you need to get bailed out, she's going to run off with your money. So you can't trust nobody that you're tricking with. You can't trust them with your kids. You can't trust them at your home. If you tricking with a girl, you can't trust them nowhere. You ain't supposed to trick at the crib. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get a hotel. I mean, they just legalized prostitution. That's basically what she's saying. If you don't buy me no Birkin bag, then you ain't even talking to me, or you ain't even sleeping with me. And that's what it is. So she want a Birkin bag just to hit. And I guarantee you her sex ain't even immaculate. It ain't nowhere close to that. He said the women of this generation have twisted values. They want sugar daddies, not her. That's what, look, that's damn near what marriage is built off of, bro. That's why you see so many women, younger women, dating older men. Women get married. Look here. Give me a minute. Somebody just texted me. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. One second. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, I mean, that's what basically marriage is pretty much predicated on. That's why you see a lot of younger women dating older men. because they want a sugar daddy. Marriage ain't a woman. If a woman married a dude for sex, that's rare. That means she probably like 20 years old, 25. She young. Women don't marry for sex. Women want to be taken care of. They want to spend your money. When you get older, when you depend on the woman, I don't want to generalize, but I'm generalizing. But women won't get married for, or they want to be with a man in a relationship for them to get taken care of. That's what it boils down to. They want to get taken care of. They want your money, and that's what it is. You know, he said not old women with OnlyFans man. Quavo probably didn't even get chicks until he got money. I mean, ain't that the? I mean, he probably got chicks, probably not to that caliber. To me, she ain't even all that. You know what I'm saying? But he used to rap about he used to rap about like that. He used to rap about you know why you up in this club, like you taking diamonds in my brain, surrounded by baby shit in my face, cause you think a nigga handsome and wealthy. Remember that whole song was about gold diggers, about groupies, you know, about women being in their face because you had diamonds and jewelry on and your wrist was shining. He had a whole song, Parlay King Salute. He had a whole song about that. But it sounds good if all of us just magically got like $10 million right now. You ain't gonna tell me you ain't gonna try to hit some of these bad groupies or these bad actresses in Hollywood. I mean, they go with the game. He know what it is. As soon as like Lil Wayne say, as soon as Quavo out of mustard, she gonna be gone. You know, but I mean, if you gonna trick then fuck it. If she thinks she worth the Birkin bag, and you get that sex and ain't even worth the Coach bag, you gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad as hell. I mean, but that's this generation train of thought. It's prostitution. They didn't popularize and basically legalize prostitution. Can't get mad at it though. And I don't even know how much a Birkin bag costs. What, $1,000, $500, whatever it is. And it's funny, this dude was just talking about groupies being in our face, but it's different when you got the money. If Puff Daddy and Alex Rodriguez didn't have no money, she wouldn't be looking that way. She wouldn't be looking your way. And it's levels to women. You know what I'm saying? Definitely levels to women. It's $30,000 for a bag. Shit. He said, our generation is so materialistic. Kobe 2 fan, you think there are single women that don't have children out there? He said, you think there are single women that don't have children out there? Well, yeah. It depends. It definitely is. Magnetic Scorpio said, Migos always been laying tricks. They've never talked pimp-ish. They Johns for real. But he said 20 to 40,000. Like, you think she worth that? You think she worth that? If that nigga go to jail and lose everything, you think she's still gonna be smiling next to him? No. She gonna be trying to be with Gucci Man or somebody. Some girls I know say, man, should pay $1,000 a minute. Man, look here, man. I mean, that's just what it. I mean, you just gotta pick the ones that don't think that way. You ain't gonna find them in a club or after hour spot. Definitely not. At all. He says it's a Simpson Johns. Man, that's what Rick Ross' whole thing was about. Listen to him. I love to pay a rent. When he said I love to pay a rent, love to someone I rent to. It was in that 50 Cent diss on Mafia. Listen to that song. That whole song about tricking. They didn't popularize being a trick. They didn't popularize being prostitution. That's just what it's about now. You might as well just, if you want to hit, you might as well just throw the women some money. He said, you heard about the Instagram model that tried to throw dirt on Cap. Oh, yeah, that's old. Brittany Renner. That's old. That's like 2 years old. Super old. He said, suckers born every day. I mean, shit, that's what she want, 20, 30,000 bag. And that's just let you know what Quavo about. Offset might be the smartest one. He picked the one that's probably, she don't need no Birkin bag. She could buy for herself. And then the other boy, and the other boy got caught trying to steal some girls' cookies. The one that don't nobody care for, take off. He in trouble with the peoples over that. But I mean, that's why you gotta pick your class of women, dog. Real talk. That's why you go around, you see chicks, you see dudes with ordinary women. You might see a dude with an ordinary Asian chick or ordinary black chick or white chick. He probably more happy, straight up and down. You get to a situation with some of these women, and they just want to burn your pockets up, regardless. Just want to go out to eat every day. Just want to do expensive shit every man. You gotta keep picking a woman, what you willing to spend. Straight up and down. You gotta pick a woman what you ready to spend on. If you got one of these girls that live in with her mama, or she live in this one or this studio apartment, and she got all this designer, like, get out of here. What I'm doing for you and you can't do for yourself. That's what you gotta ask yourself. Does she got a Birkin bag? Does she look like she wear Birkin? You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you wear, be honest. I don't care what you wear. But everybody want to keep up this facade that they get money and they, and they be big. Real talk. Real talk. Yeah, take off. He said, Kobe 2K fan said, if you don't have my seat, I ain't paying for nothing but dinner, entertainment, straight up. Yeah, it be like that. But you got broke women calling other dudes broke. Oh, you can't do this for me. You can't do that. You broke. Obviously, you broke yourself. You can't do it for yourself. Miss Black D, salute. I ain't, man, shit. That's what's going on, man. You can't help nobody that can't help themselves. You got to go to a chick crib before you move in with her. You go that far. He said, Birkin boy money. He said, mind you, I've been calling myself Birkin boy since 2016. Salute. He said, C4 say, my bad, this should keep clicking off. He said, women don't even know how to cook and clean. No, that's true. Or they don't feel like it. If you work for Birkin bag, shit. This nigga Russell Wilson going dumb. Russell Wilson is literally dropping his ball in the bread basket. He's shredding Arizona up, bro. He just cooked Patrick Peterson, dude. Wow. Sheesh Louise. They going dumb. Seattle, if they had some defense, that'd be a problem. D say, true, you have to take care of yourself. Yeah. But the problem is this, though. Here's the problem. The women that take care of themselves, they be looking for a dude. They be independent. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Women that got their own bag, they be trying to compete with dudes. And then, they don't want to be submissive. And I seen women try to compete with niggas dollar for dollar. So that's why I do to rather mess with a chick at Walmart or McDonald's. That's one of the other reasons, dudes stay down. Dudes stay down because, because them women are submissive. They'd rather help a chick and stay masculine than match masculinity with another chick that thinks she a boss. Straight up and down. That's a fact. The women that got them 2-3 degrees or they got their money and all that, they be hard on the outside like a man. Their skin might even be hard. You touch a woman, it's supposed to be soft. Them women that's accomplished, they be looking for a man that's equally accomplished. But I know some dudes out there that got lawn services, that cut hair, that they make more money than a woman that's doing a degree. But the women with degrees and accomplishing business women, they want that same guy that can match their accomplishments. But in actuality, opposites attract. And a lot of times them be the same women that don't keep themselves together, or if they do, they antisocial or they look mean all the time. And it takes somebody to come over there and really break the ice. But don't no man want no woman that they got to compete with. And you see it all the time. A lot of those female personal trainers are the ones. They be trying to compete with the other male trainers. You try to talk to them, they trying to compete with you. Or I got this, I got that, don't no man want to match masculinity. He said, is Russell Wilson a simp or I don't know why people get on Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, he ain't no simp for marrying Sierra. For what? Why? Because Sierra already had a baby before him? Come on. That makes no sense. We all grow at different rates. That's basically what it is. Everybody grow. Future is just a different type of dude. Sierra matured to the point where she ain't want that no more. I ain't know that dude ain't no simp. This nigga, hold on. Think about this for a minute. Y'all get on this brother so bad, bro, right? But he left a white woman and married a black woman. Think about that for a minute, bro. How many Saquon Barkley got a white woman? You can keep going on. He got to be one of the first athletes that leave a white woman and then marry a black woman. What else do y'all want from him? What else do y'all want from him? You know what I'm saying? And dudes that side with Future, 9 times out of 10, they on the stepdaddy side looking in. And you know this for a fact. Stepdaddies don't want to start stepping in until another dude step up. If the other dude wasn't there and the one nobody messing with his baby, he wouldn't be there. That's what it boiled down to. That's exactly what it boiled down to. No, this you can't really take tradition from 60s and the 50s and the 40s and the 70s and the 80s perhaps and put it today. 9 times out of 10, every nigga in here that's probably 25 and under at some point gonna get with a woman that already got a kid. That's just the reality of it. These females having kids at 16, 15, 17, 18. Shit, some of them having them before 15. It's just, it's different. You got all these different, birth controls. You got patches. You got, you got all the shots, all this different stuff. And still, a lot of people don't want to practice abstinence or not being pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So you can't knock him. Sierra is maturing into a different woman. You could blame that on the Future. And then, Russ is a different type of dude. For all you know, Russ probably knocked down more women than all of us in here before. That's what you want. Somebody got carted off. You want a black, beautiful marriage. Now, if he would have left Sierra for a white dude, a lot of people just jealous. They jealous of that man because a lot of these dudes is Future. And it's cool. You sitting on that side of the fence. You didn't want to stay with your baby mama. You didn't want to build. No, that's your fault. It's cool. But everybody get that. Your ex get with another dude. You want to get her back. Everybody feel those feelings. Those are actual natural feelings. Jealousy is a natural feeling. Now, jealousy, is a feeling that you feel. You're going to feel it regardless. But if you act on it, depends. He said Russ is the definition of a man. Look how he conducts himself on and off the field. Yup. And that scare a lot of dudes. That scare a lot of these dudes. He said Russell Wilson, Angel Santos, salute. He said Russell Wilson is a real dude, though. Yeah, he a real dude. He ain't out here doing lines like Odell Beckham. Magnetic Square, he said a man that puts himself in a, subservient, sorry if I can't pronounce it, submissive position under women in hopes of winning them over without a female bringing anything to the table. Yeah. I mean, a star, a star can be she just cooking and cleaning around the house. That's premium. You bringing premium things to the table, washing, cooking, cleaning. I think most dudes can build on that. Cause then you can show her how to invest her money. If you a business dude, you can show her how to start her own business. If she ain't never had a job before, but she can cook and clean and she willing to start over. I mean, you could put her on the right path. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes would rather just take a block of clay and mold it than get a woman already pre-done. It depends. It depends on what you want. And when you talking about Russell Wilson, it depends on what side of the pendulum you sitting in. If you sitting on the fence and you ain't the baby daddy and you ain't the stepdaddy, well, you just looking at it from, straight down the middle. I mean, it depends. My whole thing is with Russ, he set that man's child like it's his. So what if Future passed away? At least he know his son, or Future go do some time. At least he know his son got somebody gonna take care of him. Would you want Sierra not to have a baby daddy? Or you want Sierra to marry Drake and then you be looking stupid? I mean, just don't know what people want. Every black man should want to be like Russell Wilson. Carry yourself, clean cut, ain't got no issues outside the field, talk proper, always positive. Forget what he do on the field. Russell Wilson winning that life. You know what I'm saying? He winning that life. You know what I'm saying? He winning that life. That's the game. Win that life. And winning that life, man, he would be winning if he wasn't playing football. If he had that positivity working at Costco's, he'd be winning that life. You know what I'm saying? A Birkin bag of being materialistic don't mean you winning that life. But what's so funny about me? I never been materialistic. Never. You know what I'm saying? I can wear something from Burlington Coat Factory and make it look fresh. And you got to find the same women that got that's on the same track. You know, a Jordan. Come on, who cares about some Jordans at this point? You know, niggas is grown. They cool. You know, you get some every now and again, but you know, but what's so crazy about it is those type of women like her, you supposed to hit and split. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to buy her no Birkin bag. You know, before she started rapping the guy with Quavo, what was she doing? That's what you got to ask yourself, man. You want to win that life. Winning that life don't mean you got the most money. It's some dudes out there like Future. I hate to lose him as an excuse. With some dudes out here with all the money, all the hit songs, but he losing their life. Winning that life is like Sean say. Gangsters win. Gangster don't mean you out here popping Glocks and shooting people. You know, gangster mean you taking care of your household. Gangster mean your mom's good. Gangster mean your kids don't want for nothing. Gangster mean, you know, walking the right path. That's gangster. I got to understand the definition of winning that life. You know, the most wealthiest dudes can commit suicide because they're not happy. Happiness is being there when your kids graduate from high school and go to college, or, you know, happiness is being able to raise your grandkids. Happiness is, you know, it's balance. Everybody got a different definition. You can have all the money in the world and still be the lamest dude in the world. But she ain't winning that life. She ain't. She ain't winning that life at all. I'll tell you that right now. It depends what your definition of life, Dr. Blick, your definition of life might be winning that life, may be just getting $1 million. You get $1 million, you don't feel no different. It's like getting that new toy on Christmas. After a while, you play with it and get bored and go in the closet. Money the same way. Only so many things you can buy. But if you got the money for that, do it. But those are the same dudes like Quavo. As soon as he fall off, as soon as his money gone, or he have an incident like Lil Wayne to go to the prison, she gonna spend all his money. You hear it all the time in these dope stories. What do you think the women that be dating these dope men what they be doing? They get that money. You know, they find the money in the wall. They know where the stash spot is. He say, come bail me out. She don't bail him out. You know, she don't be standing by him. They get that money and move on. Get that money and move on. Depends. Winning that life, like I said, subjective. Her winning that life maybe just having bags and all that. You know, Birkin bag, and think she feel sexy. She look good in a rainbow outfit, but she don't know that. But I hate materialistic people. You know what I'm saying? It really don't make me no difference. Everybody be, you know, got a booster. I got this new Nike fit on. The Nike fit costs like $120 on the side or in Foot Locker. And you got it for like 40 bucks. You know, I got this Gucci belt on. Your man stole it out the store, or you got a booster. Come on. So if you didn't pay retail price for something, or you pay you got the swiper discount, how's you using a card that you swipe to get something? How's you balling? If you sleeping on the air mattress, how's you balling? I walk in your apartment and, you know, ain't nothing but a TV sitting on the floor and an air mattress. How you balling? But you got so many sneakers in there. How you look at it though? How you balling? And he think that's the definition of being happy with her on his arm. Not knowing that she ready to make a juke move on him. He said, "Booster, what's that?" You ain't never seen that, Baby Boy? Like when Jody start like selling clothes out his truck or out his car or whatever. A booster is somebody that like got clothes, but they got it for a discount. You know what I'm saying? Less than retail. You see, I mean, you know, they might come into the barber shop and they being but like, I got this Nike suit, I got this, that. I might take you to the trunk. So a booster is somebody that got clothes, but they sell them for less than retail value. Dresses, shoes, You know, that's kind of like a booster. A lot of people be getting their Nike fits off boosters. You can find them on Facebook too. Now that we going viral. Now, you know, everything is going on technology. You know, I could feel I was wearing Champion before Champion blew up. You know, I had like a little relationship with them on social online like 08, 09, I was wearing Champion. It wasn't cool to wear, but I wear it because it was comfortable. Here he go. Here he go. He said a booster that I know still. Well, that's kind of the definition of it. I bought one thing from a booster one. I bought this Mac outfit my boy had. I guess he couldn't find nobody to sell it to, so he gave it to me on a discount price. So I just bought it because I kept tired of him bothering me about getting it. I wore that outfit one time. It came with jeans and a shirt. That's when Mac, I think it was called Max was cool. Took that shit to the Salvation Army. That's another reason why I don't buy a lot of clothes. I don't go to the clubs no more, the bars like that no more though. So I kind of got to change my where I got shoes I ain't wear. I just bought some Timberlands the other day. He said, "Where do you think the need for materialistic things come from?" I mean, you can start from. I mean, it probably go back further than this car. You can start from the Egyptian days with the gold in the tombs, all that, the shiny things, materialistic things is natural. It's natural. Like you want things that's shiny when you're younger. You attract to things that's shiny. I mean, also if you want to go a little bit, if you want to go less deeper, it's the appearance. Kids don't care about being in Jordan shoes and being they dressing their kids just like hoes and niggas. And when I mean niggas, I mean the definition of niggas, not the endearment term. I mean niggas. That's what it is. Come from the parents. You know, I had to tell my girl that, like, oh, my daughter supposed to be the freshest in the class. Nigga, your daughter supposed to be the smartest in the class. 20 years from now, ain't nobody about to remember her being the freshest in school. That don't matter. You know, 20 years from now, you want to be able to hire these knuckleheads that you went to school with. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. The parents put this in the kids' heads. Kids don't be wanting, you know, Michael Jordan shoes, or they be wanting Power Rangers, Sesame Street, what's up, Paw Patrol, they be wanting that. The parents do this, dog. And this is a stream on itself. People say the teacher's the problem. Look here, man, you could fix education without reform. Not completely, but what if your parents or your mother and father took more of an interest in your education, bro? That's a huge thing about it. Instead of applying the principles of education, people applying the principles of materialistic stuff. Getting their key. I remember we was on Dexter, and I was with my boy. I think I was with my boy, his brother, and their cousin. He had got with this girl at the ice cream truck. I forgot what we was doing over there. And this little 2-year-old kid, it's like 8 years ago. He had real diamonds in his ear. This kid had to be 1 or 2 years old. That's kind of where the materialistic stuff started from. What do a kid know about if his cubic zirconia real? You know what I'm saying? What do a kid care if he got a Jordan fit on or a Sesame Street outfit on? Ain't nobody in the class saying, oh, he got Sesame Street on. You worry about that in middle school and maybe high school. You know, all that comes from the parents. That comes from the parents. If the parents took all the money they bought for Jordans and put it into their kids' education, you know, study habits is built at home. That's the problem. Study habits is built at home. So if you got a kid, you know, and maybe he wanted some change, you able to, you know, go over his numbers basically with him, you supposed to put that kid in a routine. At least if you take 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, the mom and the daddy, to teach them how to count to 3. You know, that kind of gets them in a rhythm. You know, teach them how to study habits at home. Okay, we're going to study. All that starts at home. Black people don't have no discipline, bro. They don't have no study habits. So when they get into the classroom, they it's real deep. It's real deep. I mean, you don't even need a college fund, to be honest. All this money they throwing in minorities, if you can just get into Harvard, they letting black people go to Harvard for free. So it don't even start with the college fund. It starts at home with the study habits. And your parents taking interest in the parents taking interest in the kids' studies. That's it. Like I said, when I go to parent-teacher conference, it's the same 5 or 6 parents there. We know each other personally. But when graduation comes, you see people you ain't never seen before at the school. You know, if you get your kid 13, 14 years and they're coming home, doing their homework, going through a routine. By the time they get to high school and college, it's gonna be instilled in them. You know, and that's the problem, man. You a woman and you know this man ain't gonna help you with the baby. Why you having a baby then? You know, it's a lot of stupid ass kids out here. That's why I'm glad I ain't be a teacher. I ain't got time for it. The parents are the biggest problem in education. Not the what we call it, not the curriculum. Because I went to school to be a teacher, I changed. Not the curriculum. The first thing in education reform is the parents. That's the first thing. Instead of Jordans and fucking Fila's and whatever they wear in champion outfits, take that money and put it into Sylvan or put it into what's the other one they got? Kumon. Or get your kid a personal get them a babysitter / tutor. That's the problem with black people. Kids don't have no study habits. Bad. He said, what is the curriculum? The curriculum is the lesson plan, what they learn. You know, they teach them about, you know, I don't even know, I can't remember. You know, they teach them about the levels of government. You know, math is all, you can't change math out the curriculum. Only thing I would add to math is taxes, stocks and bonds and CDs and IRs, RAs, and you know, that's the only thing I add to math. But if I did change the curriculum, you know, it'd be take some of that useless stuff out of there. You know, so I mean, the curriculum, it got to change. He said, no, it's the curriculum. No, you don't have to change the curriculum first. You can change the curriculum all you want to. But if the kids don't have the study habits to take in the curriculum, you lose. The first thing you got to change is the involvement with the parents. You don't change the curriculum first. You have to change the parents being involved, and that starts from day one. A lot of people don't even put their kids in a routine. He said, see what I think he meant baby learning. Look here, man, you can't learn without study habits. You know how many times kids coming home from school and don't nobody make them do their homework? You can't take in without study habits. He says, that's none of your business. As a teacher, that is my business. That is my business. I went to school to be a teacher. I did some work study. That is your business. Because if your kids don't come into my class with study habits and you don't be involved with them, then we're going to have a problem. Then we're going to have a problem. Then your kid going to be in a retarded class. He said, do you believe that kids can't read the third grade? Yeah, I can believe it. And a lot of that got to do with study habits. I done seen some kids I sat down with and I figured out, oh, they couldn't see or they needed glasses. You know what I'm saying? Or they didn't know how to pay attention. Like they say, there's no such thing as ADHD. It's just that the curriculum is not engaging the kids. But then again, I can't be engaged unless I don't have study habits. You see kids all the time laughing, cracking jokes, can't be still in the principal office. Study habits. It's not your teacher. I can't teach nobody that's not willing to be taught. That's your problem. It's not the teaching methods first. The first thing is the parents. You got people. I was talking to this girl not too long ago. You got people who send their kids to daycare for, I don't know what daycare is, but she said they don't know their shapes, they don't know their numbers, they don't know their address, they don't know their name. That's the parents' problem. The teachers don't care because the parents don't care. He said the child don't know I don't know, I think he meant we're there to learn. Like I told you before, you're not gonna win this argument, bro. You're not gonna win it. The parents have to, but the parents supposed to teach them how to write their name, what their name is, where their address at, their numbers, their shapes. That's up to the parents. I know kids that know that can count to 100, 3 years old. Doris said my mom used to make me read my busy book out loud, and that's what it boiled down to. Then I remember I had this one guy I went to school with. We was like in maybe third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade, his mom always made sure he stayed 2 chapters in front of us in math and in every subject. He probably turned out well. He probably turned out well. Your first teacher is your mommy and your daddy. Yeah, you got to think about that. Your first teacher is your mama and your daddy. You know, that's what it boils down to. If your mama don't spend time with your daddy, don't spend time with you, you're not going to learn. Who you going to listen to the parents to? He said, I homeschool my son. That's what I'm talking about. I would too. I would if I can homeschool. Only thing you got to do is make sure he get into a book club or some type of sports or some type of math club so he can have social skills. That's the only problem with homeschool kids. They lack social skills because they don't have classmates. But all they got to do is pass the test. It was just one kid in here. It just happened in Michigan. I think it was this year, last football season. He was homeschooled and he wanted to play high school football or whatever. And they said he was he was on a college level, so they didn't let him play football. I think he might have appealed it. He was so far ahead that they wouldn't let him play college football, high school football. Do you guys see the video of the teacher calling the parents out about not cussing during the learn? Oh yeah, I seen that. You talking about on the virtual learning? Yeah. But yeah, you gotta teach your kids. You a first teacher, not just potty training, reading, numbers, shapes. But if you a parent that work 50, 60 hours and you on your own, hey. He said, growing up poor, my parents was big on school, but I was bullied for acting white in the hood schools. So I didn't go to the hood schools until I got to high school. But I lived in the hood, so I mean, that you do get that. Oh, he think he's smart and this, that, and the third. Them be the same niggas be at the bus stop. You be driving past them. Oh, excuse me for a minute. Them be them same dudes. He said, if the parents don't know your teacher, you can't blame it on. No, we talking about in the beginning, bro. We're talking about building a steady habit from being a young person, not 6th, 7th, 8th grade. We're not talking about that. We're talking about from the beginning. He said, should we push our kids away from entertainment as a career? Nope, you shouldn't. You know that you can't push somebody away from something that they might be destined to be good at. If your kid can dance, and you gonna try to tell them, go be a rocket scientist, it might not work. You know, if they want to be a comedian or they want to be a producer or a cameraman, you gotta let them pursue their dreams. You gotta let them pursue that. You can't push them away from what they want to do. But what you can do is push them to get a safety plan. So if I don't make it as an actor, at least I got a degree in computer information and systems. At least I can be a teacher on the backup. You gotta make sure a kid have a backup plan. But you got some parents that won't fund a kid's a future education, this college and grad school and all that. If they don't do what they say want to do, you got a lot of women that want to dance, a lot of men that want to be something, but their parents want them to be something else. But your parents do know best. So if your kid destined to be a good actor or be a good TV producer, you can't take that from them. But what you can do is make sure they have a backup plan. Make sure they double major, or make sure while they trying to be an actor, they at school trying to get a degree. And that's what you got to do with all these athletes. Too many of these athletes that go to college and they just dumb. Too many. You got to be able to go to college and at least know how to manage your money. Every college athlete should have to take an accounting class. Now, at Wayne State University in Detroit, they changed it now. If you're going to be an English teacher, you're going to do something that doesn't require math, you don't have to have math credits to graduate. So that's something different, and I guess that's something to attract more people to come to the university because it's a commuter. So what a commuter university is, like I went to Alabama State. You go to Alabama State, the whole campus is in one area. Commuter is the science and arts building might be over here. You might have to go 10 blocks up the street to get to the English literature building, or you might have to go here to go to the science or the English building. It's just all broke up downtown. It's cool down there though, but it's all broken up. So commuter school, if you ever hear about a commuter school and you don't visit, that means the university is split up maybe in a certain, square miles. I don't know, it could be maybe in a 5 mile radius, the whole university there, but it's not one big building. So that's kind of what a commuter is. He said we delusional, we help the people killing us and then wonder why we die delusional. Yep. We help them by killing ourselves. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, LisaRaye, she's starting the fans only, right? OnlyFans, whatever it's called. At 53. Now I got a couple homeboys say they'll buy it. My whole thing is this with fans only. I just don't get off of pictures. I need some movies or a woman in front of me, but a lot of people seem to be interested in LisaRaye's OnlyFans. I just don't get the thing about OnlyFans. Now, that rapping chick, what's her name? Ruby Red, whatever her name is. She started an OnlyFans page by putting the same picture she put up on her Instagram. And that's just not for me. I ain't mad at people. If you want to see a 53-year-old woman body, you want to see her cat, you want to see her toes, that's on you. I just can't see me spending money to see LisaRaye. I ain't saying LisaRaye ain't bad. I seen enough of her in Players Club and stuff of that nature. But you got people asking, is she broke? And what you got to understand, with people in the pandemic and rap artists and ain't no movies really recorded now. Because remember, you got to pay for COVID testing and masks and all that. So, it's more expensive. And then if you have a movie now because all the movie theaters now open across America and maybe across the world, now you in a situation where Eddie Murphy, Paramount Pictures, they shopped Coming to America 2 and they sold them to Amazon Video. Mulan came on Disney Plus. It's on Access. So at the point now you ain't making no money doing no movies no more because ain't nobody really producing it. And the movies don't come out until next year. They push a lot of movies back to next year, and some movies they're gonna come out on Netflix and they come out on Hulu or Disney Plus purchasing them, or Amazon Video purchasing them. So you're looking at a situation where, she can't make no money doing no movies. She divorced the king or wherever she was at. They got into it, the Ivory Coast, whatever it does, and his family was beating on her and stuff. So, Cardi B started her OnlyFans, and she admitted that she hasn't made one dime off our music because her ex-manager is suing her. So, at the end of the day, you got to understand a lot of these dudes ain't getting no money doing those shows. They doing these virtual HBCU shows and comedy shows and stuff of that nature. But a lot of people paper slowed down. You got to understand the average rich person, not wealthy, they live paycheck to paycheck like us or some of us. You got a lot of people that live at their means or slightly above their means, and as soon as a pandemic happened, now their credit going down the drain. You want that nice Corvette, maybe you should settle for a Challenger or a Charger. You want that Challenger or a Charger, maybe you should settle for that Impala. You always supposed to live below your means, especially when the president ain't as when the president ain't as stable as maybe previous presidents before him. You don't know how the economy gonna jump. You might want to keep you a few dollars in your pocket, so you can get some real estate, so you get some property. I mean, you got to understand that a large amount of wealthy people don't keep their money in banks. They keep their money tied up in assets they can liquidate fast, and that means they can get that cash out of them fast. So you got to understand, a guy like Warren Buffett, let's say I don't know what he worth. Let's just say he worth $2 billion. He don't have $2 billion in the bank. That make the bank richer. He got his money tied up into stocks and bonds, whatever he got in real estate or whatever. He might got a little bit of cash in the bank or whatever it is, but most of his money's tied up, in things that he can get money out of real fast. So when they say somebody's net worth is $100 billion, that don't mean they might have $100 billion on debt. That $100 billion might be tied into property, tied into different things. So, so that's what you kind of think of, and when you see people, out here who don't make smart investments and live off shows or live off, TV shows and money or doing music shows, or they count on the label to do right by them. A lot of times when stuff gets shaky like this, they ass out. Ain't no pandemic relief check for them and ain't no nothing for them. So, for LisaRaye, I don't know how she living, Maybe she want a couple extra dollars on the side. Who knows? At 53 years old, she can't, align herself, with the richest and most wealthiest, current people right now, the young guys. Can you imagine seeing LisaRaye with Future? Like, come on. So really, she kind of at the point where she got divorced. She was married to some king of some country, the Ivory Coast, whatever it was. She at the point where she probably need to go shack up with Dan Gilbert, Warren Buffett, or whatever the situation may be, or she gonna have to give money 5,000 different dollars, 5,000 different ways. But it doesn't necessarily mean she broke. It could be an extra, revenue for her. It's like people that work an extra job. Or it's like people that do have a job on the side. It's just an extra stream of income to pay debt off or to save money up. So it doesn't necessarily mean LisaRaye is broke. Bernardo, salute. So, it don't mean that. But women do spend at an alarming rate. I know it's more than 1B. I'm just saying. But women love to spend money. They love to spend your money and they spend their money. I've seen women be in relationships where they got money. They husband working for years. And they just do something on the side, and they leave them, and they ain't got no money saved up. Same thing with Nas' wife, ex-wife or ex-girl, baby mama, whatever it was. He was paying all this money in child support. She made like millions in child support, and now she broke. Money management is something. If you can master money management, shit, you can be frugal, you can be poor or whatever. If you can manage money and make it stretch, you're gonna be all right. But everybody want to live at their means or above their means. Always live above below your means. Always. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too much difference in properties and cars. He said, or keep assets like property, stocks, precious metals. All of those are revenues. Yup. Gold, all that type of stuff. Bernardo, ooh, y'all almost scared me versus them Jets today. Salute, D. Brian, salute. But I mean, that's on her. I ain't knocking no. Prostitution is cool now. Prostitution is cool. Everybody's selling that too. But I don't have no interest in seeing no 53-year-old LisaRaye. I'm sorry. I just don't have no interest in that. But I ain't have no interest in paying for no woman pictures neither. This sent me Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Said Coco Barbie said, my husband is the money spender in my relationship. I without doubt the saver. Well, you always got anomalies. You always got, exceptions to the rules. It depends too with men. Like some men got with women too. Got smoking habits, they got drinking habits, they got weed habits, they got shoe habits. So this is kind of a different generation too. It's definitely a different generation. See, I don't have no vices. So I don't smoke. I really don't. I can go without drinking. I really don't have no vices. But a lot of dudes got like different vices. Somebody like to gamble. There's a lot of people that be in relationships that, had gambling problems, and debts, and they significant other don't even know it. He said, never get married. Dumbest investment known to men. Well, it depends. Some people might get married, for a life partner. And some people get married if they had kids. So, if they don't want to do a will, they get married so they significant other can have control of their asset. It all depends. Don't nobody want to grow old alone. So I think it is a time to get married. It just depends on you. It depends on who you marry too. If you married a wealthy woman, you wouldn't be saying that though. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. If you marry, it depends on marriage. It depends if it's right for you. Could not, could be, wouldn't be. He said, I would pay for to see Nicole. I'm good, bro. I ain't trying to see no. I ain't trying to see no cougar shit. I ain't paying for no OnlyFans. I'm sorry. Cartoons are the best way to go right now with the pandemic. Yeah. They ain't got no good cartoons no more, man. Remember we used to have what was the two cats that used to fly them airplanes? I forget what they was called. We had gargoyles. We actually had family home TV shows too. Seven Heaven, even though the daddy was like a rapist or something. Malcolm in the Middle, Family Matters, Fresh Prince. We all in the 90s, in the 80s, we had positive messages. SWAT cats, thank you. That's what they was called. We used to we used to have all them. She said, I don't know why some men won't get married because some dudes don't believe into it. And we see all these videos of dudes losing everything and alimony. Some dudes don't want. Some of the smart dudes don't get married because they're not ready to be faithful. It's a lot of women I know of that marry their man and know their man not faithful. They just accept the cheating just as long as they don't find out. That's a fact. So if you don't want to if you don't want to get married and you know you ain't faithful, then if you pulling a man leg and you don't want to get married, I mean, it's probably something else. He might got somebody on the side. He might have some prior issues with commitment. It depends. And it's hard to get a man to open up too, because anytime a man open up, you can talk to your homeboys, like, man, I'm depressed. And they start correcting, what you depressed for, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So men really don't have nobody to talk to neither. And he open up, and he tell you that, then y'all break up and use it against him. So that's just how it goes. So it depends too. My granddaddy said always marry somebody that got some money. Marry somebody rich. At the time, I understood it, but I ain't understand it. He said Robin Williams had to keep taking acting jobs just to pay alimony. That's crazy. He ended up killing himself too. Alimony ain't no joke, bro. Make sure you get a prenup. If a girl say no, don't get married. But now, prenup don't mean you take what you take, and it's just an agreement y'all got if y'all happen to split. But it's a time and place to get married. It depends. And if you ain't a married type of dude, it is what it is. But it's a known fact that men that are married or in a relationship with a woman when they get older, that they live longer because that woman gonna make them go to the hospital. But it depends on how long you want to live. There's some people that don't want to live until they 70 and 80. There's some dudes that don't, or women that don't want to live if they can't have sex with certain things. But yeah, that's a good way to segue into the Boosie and Mike Tyson situation, where Mike Tyson asked him, why he did what he did to Dwayne Wade and his son. He said, you know what, I think you could be a homosexual. And Boosie said, nah, dog, I'm straight as an arrow, dog. He said, I just didn't think it was right for a 12-year-old dog to be making them decisions, dog. And Mike Tyson said, I agree, but who are we? Who are we to give our opinion? Like, nigga, I'm going to give my opinion on something like that. Because that, as black men, that's not what we do. Sometimes you got to, and he could have did it in private, but sometimes you got to hold somebody accountable. And Dwayne Wade know he wrong for that. Dwayne Wade know he wrong for that, letting that happen to that boy. And it's part of me that's who said, I wish that boy stayed with his mama. So you can't even say that, you can't even say that a woman can't raise no men, because apparently a lot of men can't raise no men. Ain't no way that's supposed to happen to that boy. And Gabrielle Union did that. And you want to know a funny thing about it too? Just popped in that girl that made Saweetie, that made the Birkin bag comment. Y'all want to know what's funny about her? Is that she Gabrielle Union cousin. Ain't that crazy? The Saweetie girl that made the Birkin bag comment, that's Gabrielle Union cousin. That's crazy. He said if Dwayne Wade put it in public, you are prone to yeah, exactly. And everybody know what Dwayne Wade is. That ain't no, just because he got Gabrielle Union. He did it to that boy. And Boosie black men gotta hold each other accountable, dude. Straight up and down. Like I said earlier, these people don't think it take a village to raise a kid. It do. Used to be at one point, if you did something bad at your friend's house, they mama whoop you or daddy whoop you. You get home, your mama whoop you and do this. But now, don't touch my kids. You tell the teacher, don't yell at my kids. So it's at the point where your kids are uncoachable. Your kids are unteachable. At some point, kids that's uncoachable and unteachable and don't take criticism well is bound to end up 6 feet deep or in the penitentiary. If he gets suspended, he go at home and play Nintendo or PlayStation all day. Then what you think? He don't know it ain't no consequences or repercussions. Mr. Sheldon, salute. That's what it boiled down to. A lot of kids don't know that fat meat is greasy and fire burn. And that boy going to deal with criticism his whole life. You know, so like Mike Tyson said, I agree. Like, shit, we gotta hold Dwayne Wade. That's too young to be letting the kid, decide, what sex he want to be. When I was that age, I couldn't even decide what I wanted for dinner. You feel me? When I was that age, I couldn't even. I'll go to the store. My mama decided my chips. You know what I'm saying? So, how you might as well let him make his bedtime. Mike Tyson, he said he agreed. Oh, who are you to say that? Like, nigga, he made it public. I got a public voice. I would have said, Mike Tyson, you let your son go out like that? Imagine the baddest man in the world's son be dressing like that. But that's the Dwayne Wade thing. That's his thing. He right. That's his son and stuff of that nature. But you can see where they going with black people at now. You can see where it's going now. And somebody's Mr. Shelton salute. Somebody said toxic. I missed that comment. I'm gonna just get to that. Oh, maybe they deleted it. I don't see that shit. Oh, my bad. I got on the screen. He said that's a toxic family of females. I mean, they talk about toxic masculinity too. And you think about it as well. You ask yourself how many that kid, what, 10, 12, whatever he is, how many black male teachers have he had? I know when I went to private school, I ain't had none. For my first 6 or 7 years in private school, I had no black male teachers. I don't even think I had one black teacher. The principal wasn't black. But I went to my second performance art school. I had a few black teachers. Had the Jeffrey twins, had Mr. Clark, Mr. Deadman. We had the Miss Harris, the math teacher. Well, she was a female. But Travis, our computer teacher. Our dean of students was black. So, I mean, when I went to my next school, I had a few black teachers. And then when I went to high school, I had a few black. I had some. I think more black. I had one black teacher, I believe. More females than. But there ain't a lot of black teachers out there. So, if your kid don't play sports or he don't play an instrument, who is going to be his mentor? Because you only can learn to be a black man by learning from a black man. You can't learn to be a black man without learning the game from a black man. You can observe it. You can try to soak it in, but you can't learn it without a mentor. You can learn it going through life, but who want to learn something going through life that I can have a father, or I can have a few teachers that can teach me the game. But that game you're not gonna learn in the classroom. When the class is dismissed and the teacher make you stay to the side, you know what I'm saying? He teach you the game. You know what I'm saying? Your granddaddy, your father teach you a game. Your male cousins teach you a game. Your football coaches. The coaches is the most important ones too. Mew Ying salute in the super chat. He say, remember whatever her name, Saweetie, before she blew up, she went to UFC, I think, a slim type chick. Now she thick as hell. That BBL surgery, her name is pronounced Saweetie. All right, Saweetie. Okay, my bad. But yeah, she Gabrielle Union cousin. I didn't know that until I looked it up. So he said, or do you think perpetual toxic masculinity more so than men do? Do you think female? Nah. I mean, no, I don't. I don't think they perpetuate it the most. No, I don't. I just think there's not enough black males around when you talk about school, after school activity. I don't think females do it on purpose. I think it's more the absentee of the black man. That's what it's about. If you don't have a father at home, I mean, if you don't have a black teacher, I mean, that's why sports is important. Very important for black kids. Because 9 out of 10, if you play inner city sports, you're going to have a black coach. Bernard Nixon salute. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? He said that Birkin bag price is a joke. Zone World Entertainment say, if a woman ever asked me to buy that bag, that would be the last question she ever asked me. Oh, damn. I heard it costs a lot of money. But yeah, I don't think that that's due to females. I do think it might be more she's not conscious that she's doing it. If she is doing it, she's not conscious of it. But you got moms that do that. Not so much grandmothers, but you got moms and teachers that produce that. But that just means we got to get more black men more in schools. We got to get black men, more into after school program. I was lucky to have a black mentorship. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the best things that actually happened to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, every black man, black kid, or black teen should have a black mentor. You know, that's what you got to think about too. So, you know, at the same time, Gabrielle Union did that to that little boy, but you know, we just got to be out here more. You know, a few of the brothers got to spare time. You know, go teach football or go start a mentor program or coach football. I mean, if we can't get into the classrooms and be the teachers, but you know, a black man can only teach another black kid or teen to be a man. And a lot of these kids get to the point where they don't even listen no more. So really, the age group you got to target is probably 6 to 10 or 6 to 11. You know, that's the age group you want to target. You get a lot of these kids that's 12, 13, 14, 15. They either thug and they too far gone. Thoughts on Robin Givens? Yeah, she was Mike Tyson's greatest downfall. No Sleep say going against the natural way of life always going to be frowned upon. That is being gay. Yes. And how you go to church and they say don't do it in most biblical Bibles. He said, yep, her mother taught her to go for that bad. Had to be. You see Floyd Mayweather daughter, the one that's with NBA Youngboy, her mom was singing that song he made, Dirty Yayana. That's imperative that you got to watch who you have a kid with. A lot of these dudes just don't understand until, you know, until she start milking your pockets. Think about it. If you got a woman that you dealing with and she a hoe, and you have a baby with her, what's the chances the baby gonna be a hoe? It's a 90% chance that the baby gonna be a hoe. Straight up. My bad. My mic went on mute. Hold on. Yeah, okay. And my mic went muted. That's my fault. But yeah, if you got a woman that's smart, guess what? Your daughter gonna follow that and be smart. More than 9 times out of 10. But it all depends. But you know, Boosie got his opinion. He said himself was a kid, but you know, at 12, a lot of kids don't even know what they want. You know, a lot of people say, why don't you feed your kids steak or you make your kids eat hot dog? A lot of times kids don't even know if they want steak. They don't even know if they like a lot of stuff that I didn't like as a kid, and I grew up in I didn't like hot sauce. But I got older, I love hot sauce. You know? She said Saweetie always dated up, so Quavo is probably going to be replaced by someone more established than Quavo. Saweetie and Megan Thee Stallion are similar because they both went to college. Okay. I mean, and that's crazy to go to college and then put out here and put out this persona that being a hoe and a thought is cool. That's my whole thing, man. And I always had this situation where the people that didn't live in the hood, they wanted to thug the hardest. The suburban boys wanted to thug the hardest. They wanted to live that image. I just never got that. And you see that in this female image as well too. You know, educated women, she want to dress like that. Look how she dressed. What real feminine woman got a grill in her mouth and got 2 chains on? That shit ain't cute. She look like a little boy like him. They look like they could be brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? She look like a little boy. She do. Look at her. Don't no dude want no masculine woman that wanna just compete. I don't want to be in a relationship when I want to compete. I want to be in a relationship where, you know, a woman just listen to what you say. And if you remember, what's so crazy? You ever heard that song by the Ozzy Brothers? Who's that lady? He said that this is a crazy line that just I listened to this song for years. For years. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to that song. Who's that lady? She can have what she can. I think he say, I give her whatever she want as long as she do what I say. Check out that line for a minute. He said something. If she just do what I say, she can have whatever she want. If she just do what I say, who's that lady? This is deep. This shit was at the 70s. Ron Isley dropped that song with the Isley Brothers. He was asking for women to be submissive then. So Ron Isley was dealing with women that was fighting his masculinity too. And I was talking to my barber. He said that's why you see dudes that'd rather have a woman from Walmart than a woman that with a degree, because a woman from Walmart, she want to be led. You know, and a man is meant to be a provider, but no man want to be just battling with a woman, bro. And that's what it is. To be honest, women are meant to be led, most of them, but all men ain't meant to be leaders. That's crazy. I seen that growing up. 2 Chainz went to college, but raps about nothing but nothing positive. Well, 2 Chainz mama was the dope woman though. So T Grizzly went to college too. You got to understand, to get into Michigan State, I mean, you got to have a little bit of smarts. You know, to go to Michigan State, you got to have some smarts. A lot. Plies went to college. I think he might have graduated from South Florida. You know how many? I mean, Marlon Wayans. I think Puffy went to Howard. You'll be surprised how many rappers went to college. Bun B is a college professor. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. But 2 Chainz mama's so dope. He got a whole documentary. She was a dope woman. So, you know, me and 2 Chainz went to the same school. That's crazy, but you know, I mean, it's hard to rap about positivity. Nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear no positivity. This is the era of stripper music, bro. Anything you hear in the club sound good on DJ speakers. Anything sound good, but that's also kind of subliminally pushing that negativity through your body too. Ryan Leslie, are you talking about the singer? Yeah, Chickers he pushing, trying to, but I mean, he grew up ignorant though. He said Plies was high school football star. Well, I didn't know that. Yeah, so was Blueface, high school star, quarterback. Sure was. I mean, it's crazy. Got any questions? I answer them. Damn, I didn't. Yeah, 2 Chainz was Alabama State. Yup. I met a Flow Rider there. Rich Boy. That's when he was big. Avant came and did a concert at our school too. Yeah, used to go down. Tuskegee was an expensive school though. I went up there before. Did not know that about Plies. I remember my boys that did security for one of his concerts. I forget where he was at. Was it the Sting? I think it was. And this dude wanted to pay me to do security. I wasn't doing no club security for no $100 a night. And he did a show there. He said that nigga was short as hell. I thoughts on Amanda Seals. What she do now? Yeah, that shit was funny. Talking about, was it them same dudes that pulled up on Lil Wayne pulled up on Plies? But Plies' brother really the dope dude though. But I ain't gonna lie, he in my hip hop hall of fame. He had some bangers back in the day, man. You can ride and go hit a lick in Plies music, then you can go to the club and get a slow dance with Plies music. I ain't gonna lie, that's my boy right there. You go hit a lick. We in all black. That whole beat was crazy. 100 Years. That nigga has some heat. He did that DMX. He dropped like 2 months and like 2 albums in like the same year. For real, dog. I was, hey man, you go hit a lick the Plies. You could party on like Johnny Kemp the Plies on Friday and you get paid, and you get to the club and get a slow dance. Jeez. Please excuse my hand. When that song came on in school, I had to get a dance. Please excuse my. You can do it like the Dream. His first 2 albums. Was it Love Hate? It was the first 2. Ooh, them 2 of my favorite. They got to be up there with R. Kelly. 12 play. Dream first 2 albums. Shit. Man, he said, you think men acting more feminine nowadays? Yeah, I'm tired of seeing grown men cry. You ain't lying. They dressing feminine. I ain't wearing no. I'm a big fella, so I ain't wearing no tight jeans. You got big niggas, man. I wear like a 40 or 42 in waist. I ain't that big. Got some niggas that wear 48 and they be sagging. They be trying to fit into a 44 or something like that. That's crazy. These big dudes like T Grizzly be wearing stuff that's too small. That's crazy, bro. Like I can't wear nothing that's too tight, bro. Yeah, Plies was dissing Q. He said, "Hey, Plies, yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Shit. Man, Plies had my early 20s on lock. Shit, high school he had on lock. I ain't really his first couple albums wasn't a bad song on them joints. Playoffs ran a 4.44 yard dash. He showed one of his highlight videos. Everybody in Florida can run. That ain't no surprise. Everybody in Florida can run. Man, I don't even be seeing too many people put on suits no more. You go to the club with a suit on, and they gonna think you weird as hell. Suits used to be a staple of gangster clothing and just being a man. Infamous knowledge. That should be a staple. A lot of dudes don't even know how to tie a tie. I learned to tie a tie probably in 6th grade. Yep. Yeah, because my original school I went to, I didn't have to have a tie on. But you understand why, as going through years, you understand why you wear a regular tie to tie it up, and then certain occasions you wear a clip-on tie. So if you do security, you wear a clip-on tie. If you just going to a funeral or you going just to a suit and tie event, then you can wear a real tie. But a lot of people don't even know how to tie a tie. My dad told me how to change brakes, rotors, oil, tires, you know what I'm saying, fuses. This basic stuff you gotta learn how to change. Batteries. A lot of dudes don't even know how to do that. Supposed to keep a jumper kit in your battery jumper in your car, a jack in your car, a ratchet set in your car, a few screwdrivers. You're supposed to keep that in every car, in your woman car. But a lot of people don't know that. Don't know how to push nobody out of traffic. Only thing I ain't know how to do is drive a stick. But you ain't gotta do that no more. They got shit that shifted for you now. Amanda Seals was calling Cube a sellout, egotistical to think he can make a change. I mean, I don't pay no attention to Amanda Seals no more. We know when she lied on Myron Rowe and about him trying to destroy his career. I don't pay no attention to Amanda Seals. Nice looking woman, but she just paid to say ignorant stuff. You just gotta look at that sometimes. I don't pay no attention to her. But you can't do nothing for black people. If Cube didn't say, no, look at Cube, he's supposed to be so pro-black. Cube ain't doing nothing for black people. Now Cube trying to put something in motion. It don't even work. He said he called a whoop-de-whoop and a church boy if you wear a suit. I got a couple suits. I still can fit my high school suit. That's crazy. I know I can. I got a couple suits. I still got my mama still got my 8th grade graduation suit. She got my high school suit. And I still got a couple black suits. I was the only one in my high school graduation with a suit on. That's crazy. That's real crazy. I was the only one with a suit on. I had a cream suit on. I was clean, boy. I was clean. Girls like, oh, look at him. Look at him. Man. I was clean. I was clean. She's not a black American. What is she then? I was clean, boy. My mama got my daddy camera, all my stuff, my pictures on there. I gotta go dig them. I don't care. I ain't want to walk across the stage because my parents didn't want to pay for me to go to the prom because I had quit my job. I was like, I ain't walking. Mom said, this is for me. I'm like, this for you. I did all the work and bust my, this is for me. I did not want to walk. My boy, he went to prom and didn't walk the following year. I didn't want to walk. Straight up and down. I did not want to walk. I didn't care about that. I wanted to stay at the crib, go to work so I could stack my money up to leave for school. What about blazers? Talking about just the jackets? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if dudes wear blazers no more. You might get a dude to wear a casual sweater. About it. Oh, Caribbean. Okay. Same thing as Kamala Harris. She Indian and Jamaican. I hated prom. I didn't even care because I had switched schools. That's my whole thing about it. So I ain't know too many people, but I could have took somebody, but my parents didn't want to pay. So I didn't care. I didn't really trip about it. I ain't trip. I made all my prom fun up at school. So I was going dumb. You lucky I was forced to go to prom. I ain't have to go because they mad because I quit my job. But shit, by the time By the time my 12th grade had came, I got accepted into like 7, 8, 9. I got accepted to damn near every college I applied for. I had a car, I had a job, everything. But I made that shit up in college. Boy, I had fun. He said thoughts on the debate that happened. Oh, I didn't even watch it, bro. I seen the first one, a little bit of the first one. Shit, I hated prom. Man, I would have, man. I don't even know what I did. I probably didn't even know when prom was, to be honest. I probably didn't even know what night it was. Because we had this other situation where we had, I don't know what they call it, but it's supposed to be you go to the church and they bless you before you go graduate or something like that. I ain't go to that neither. I probably was hooping on the street, dog. That's real talk, dog. I was probably hooping on the street, dog. Or we was probably out partying or whatever, though. When I graduated, I mean, I worked hard to save me some money up to go to school. I bust my ass washing dishes and everything. He said, I know this off topic, but who win in a battle versus Prince and MJ? Oh, you got to throw Stevie Wonder in there too. I don't know. Michael Jackson had more up tempo stuff, so it would have been like Purple Rain or Morris Day. 7, 7, 9, 11. I seen them in concert. That's so crazy about it. My mom took me to a lot of concerts when I seen Morris Day in the time. They was my jam. Probably MJ because he had more up tempo stuff. But Stevie Wonder's only person that can mess with R. Kelly is probably Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson. But if you talking about songs, how deep a song go, only person that can mess with R. Kelly is then maybe Stevie Wonder. Because you talking about the if we talking about just song for song until you can't go no more, R. Kelly, man, even though he stole Aaron Hall style, he said my prime sucked. My day was chasing another girl from a different school. That's crazy. Biden said he's going to get rid of oil jobs. Oh, he ain't gonna get no vote. Them oil jobs down there in Texas, y'all getting that money down there. Shit, them people probably killed Joe Biden. He got rid of oil jobs. They know the risk when they go out there in them fields. They get that money. Fishing about Morris Day is my jam. Yeah, he Prince took his name. They got into a big fight. I remember hearing him tell that story. They got into some big old fight. And they was throwing stuff. I forget. I gotta find that interview because that's worth talking about. If people don't like R. Kelly 12 play, woo. Hey, my mama still got that disc in her storage, dog. She still got it. Dude, R. Kelly was a talented dude, man. Writer, sing. Chris Brown couldn't touch none of them. Chris Brown can't sing though. Good entertainer. He one of them dudes that just can entertain, but he can't. He really ain't no vocalist. He can sing good enough to get by. But when you talking about nigga the 80s and all the singers they had, man, he can't even touch Alexander O'Neal. Freddie Jackson was that deal too. I can bang some Freddie Jackson. I think he a little sweet these days, like Tevin Campbell. But Freddie Jackson used to be blowing. That was Alexander O'Neal, my man. You can go to Angela Renee, Anita, my girl. But just talking about male vocalists, Luther, Johnny Gill, Ralph Transvent. Whew. You can keep going. You go. I mean, you keep going through the 80s. Just some. Before he died, Donny Hathaway. Man, that was probably 70s. You had some killers. He said R&B singers on World Entertainment said R&B singers are more masculine than rappers. A lot of these rappers, Quavo was supposed to been dumped Saweetie masculine ass for something feminine and submissive. It's probably just for the image. But yeah, you ain't lying. It really ain't a lot of more R&B artists out here because Chris Brown, he don't make R&B. Chris Brown make more. The one R&B song I could think off top was "Take You Down," but he make more pop music. Well, Arizona coming back. Patrick Peterson's got a pick. But yeah, most of these dudes, you had that dude Khalil, her just all them women like her and Janae, they got that soft that soft vocal. You know, you get tired. You know, even R&B got the same kind of. Everybody sound like Janae equal her. It's just that mellow tone. You ain't got them blowers no more. You know what I'm saying? Like Anita, Tina Marie. You know, all the females got that mellow sound. They got that mellow song. But Anita used to go. She used to blow. Tina Marie used to blow. That was a blowing white chick. Yeah, it's Rick James. He said, "Yeah, you need to talk about the chick from Chicago, Milwaukee, and the one that was pregnant that was sitting up with a white dude and taking the money." I don't know what was that. I don't know what that is. He said Chris Brown can sing and dance, but he can't write or play instrument. He can write. He write a lot of his stuff. He can't sing to me. He can't sing for shit. They be playing with his voice and them little. He ain't no singer, bro. Like Freddie Jackson and Johnny Gill, they singers. Chris Brown is somebody that's just an entertainer. Michael could sing. He ain't no singer. Fantasia, Ruben Studdard, big ass can sing. Chris Brown can't sing. I mean, he just don't have no vocals, bro. Like Trey Songz, he can sing, but Chris Brown ain't got no vocals. They play with his vocals too much. He ain't no. You won't see Chris Brown doing no if I ever fall in love, no shot stuff. You ain't gonna see him doing no. You see Chris Brown sing acapella, you ain't gonna want to listen to him again. He like they played there. He's all voices, all EQ, just like Britney Spears. She didn't really have no vocal talent either. They sent her voice through that synthesizer. Like you talking about somebody that can blow. Like my man from H-Town, the one that died, Dino, he can blow. Even them boys from Texas, a high five, they can blow. Always Trey Songz is a better vocalist. Trey Songz can legit sing. Chris Brown just make better music. He got more better music. But Chris Brown, he good for what he do. I can't really compare him to nobody back in the day. I can't think of nobody right now. Boys and Men was dope. I wasn't a big fan, but they was dope. Low key, Drake sound better than Chris Brown singing. Oh yeah, Rick James was the deal. He said, "I want to see Hammer verse Vanilla." Man, Vanilla Ice gave that life up. Doom 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 doom. Jodeci and Kyler Murray gave the pick back to him. That's crazy. But Jodeci versus Boys and Men might be solid. I want to see New Edition battle somebody. That'd be dope. Or Bobby and somebody. Because Bobby had them hits. Love Bobby Brown. He had them hits. Usher and Bobby, well, that's kind of different eras though. Bobby got to battle somebody his like in that era. Oh, Anne Marie was dope. He had Zone say Chris Brown started off as a rapper. He didn't even want to do R&B music when he first started at 15. They forced Chris Brown to do R&B, and they thought he looked too soft to be. They made the right decision. Cause as a rapper, you don't last as long as R&B singers. His career definitely lasted longer as an R&B singer because he was talented enough to write and switch up his he could switch it up. You know what I'm saying? He was talented. Real talented. Lil Flip versus Plies. I'm like, that's kind of two different eras. You talking about Plies, you probably talking like Plies. Ooh, that's I don't know who Plies can match up with. Trick Daddy, a whole different era. And that's a good question. Plies got a good catalog. That'd be nice to see him battle somebody. I can't think of nobody off top. But it'd be nice to see him battle. But Flip. Nah, ain't it? He said, who can New Edition face an R&B group? Shit, Boys the Men. They could face them. Sheesh. There was a lot of boy groups back then. They maybe could do Jodeci. They probably could do SWV or something like that. That'd be dope. Yeah, New Edition, Boys the Men. Flip and Trick Daddy. I like to see Lil Flip probably battle somebody in Texas. Him and Slim Thug would be dope. Or him and try to think about somebody from Cali. Little flipping Cameron, maybe. I think about that one. That's kind of something. I want to see Benny Siegel get in there or Freeway. That was like Philadelphia Freeway was my shit. That whole album slapped, and Benny Siegel shit slapped too. I want to see Benny Siegel battle somebody. Jackson 5, yeah, that'd be dope. Kind of two different eras though. Goodfella and Carcino. And what? In a LeBron debate, he might got me beat on a LeBron debate. Oh, you can tell him. You can tell him put his money up when we play the Bears again. Tell his ass I said it. Tell him put his money up. We can go live for the Bear game. We can go live on his channel or my channel. Tell him put his money up when we play the Bears again. You tell him I said we gonna whoop them Bears up because we should have beat the Bears the first time we played them. They got lucky. Lions on the road. Nah, y'all ain't got no jokes no more, do y'all? Because I got a question. If a kid has a white mother but a black father, is the kid black? Can the white mother birth a black child from? No, the kid is black. He's a nigger. He black. He black for sure. Especially with them saying that the black man is the dominant. Is the man has the dominant genes. But anything with black in it, you consider any parent that black you consider black. Yep, you consider black regardless. They don't look at you as you white. It could be a white man with a black mama. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be, but the male supposed to have the dominant gene. I think they say so. Black. I had mixed friends. They was cool as hell. His mama was like a black girl, to be honest. Shit, she didn't play with them boys. The daddy was the cool one. The white mama. I really had no bad experiences with like white. I have a lot of white friends, but I had like interracial friends. I ain't no bad relationship with them. And then I had a friend that had a white mom, and when I went to private school, but she was married, was cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I really had no bad experience with nobody parents for real. I always surrounded myself with good people though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't surround myself with no janky promoters, bro. And if I did, Tony and H-Town. I think Tony catalog too deep for H-Town. High Five and H-Town. I don't even think that music missed. This would be tough. But Tony, them and Jodeci, but they probably killed Jodeci because they had more of an up-tempo style. You know what I'm saying? They probably beat Jodeci because they style was a little bit more up-tempo. So you got to pit them with like Tony Tone. It's tough when you match them 90s R&B because you have so many different sounds. Some of the female groups and male groups would be good to go against each other. Like SWV and Vogue or Escape, battling, Jodeci. That'd be nice to kind of get the female groups versus the male groups. That'd be dope. But the 90s R&B was just as pure gold as the rap. The rap was definitely the 90s rap was definitely the pinnacle of rap. And I think the 90s R&B might have been the pinnacle too, but he said Kevin Edmonds thought as far as vocals after 7 versus Boys II Men. After vocals, after 7 can blow. They went to Indiana University. They can blow. That'd be a good one. Because Boys II Men can blow too. Total SWV, I'm down for that. I'm down with Escape. You can put Escape. They can do a 3-way with them. That'd be dope. I can deal with all of them. Jermaine Dupri he probably was the most influential dude in the 90s because he wrote a lot. He helped the Brat go down. He had Criss Cross. Shit, Jermaine Dupri probably you can go into the 2000s. Jermaine Dupri might be the most influential dude in hip hop, and he don't get the credit he deserves. He wrote Confessions. He had got the first platinum female artist. He had Criss Cross. I didn't understand his discovery until I got older, but he did. Man, Jermaine Dupri might got Dr. Dre edged. He might got Dr. Dre edged because then he had At Night I Think of, that was his group too. He had Bow Wow. Jeez. Dwayne, at least Jermaine Dupri had more levels to his game than Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, he had NWA, that was gangster. 90s with Death Row, that was gangster. Then you go early 2000s. He still kind of had that gangster little thing. I'd probably say Jermaine edged him out, man, because Jermaine he had more commercial appeal than he did. But Jermaine Dupri was a beast. He was a beast. They can do a 3-way: Total, Escape, SWV. Too bad JJ not JJ Fab, but Salt and Pepper ain't got nobody to battle. They might can battle Kid and Play. That'd be dope. Super Son, that was JJ Fab though. Jesus, like man, Alexander O'Neal still living because he can battle some people too. Cheryl Lynn, one of my favorite vocalists too. Cheryl Lynn used to love me some Cheryl Lynn. Her and Anita and Tina. Too bad Whitney ain't alive. Whitney can blow. Jeez. Yeah, Whitney got the best voice I done heard off a female. Jermaine Dupri is the guy who took the baton from Baby for sure. He did it, man. He was just R&B. He was everywhere. Love Whitney blowing. But I mean, you got a lot, man. You can do a lot of great just artists. The 90s was just so beautiful. You had Aaron Hall, Guy. Aaron Hall used to come blow up. The 90s was just it was hard to get on radio in the 90s, bro. It was hard as hell to get on the radios in the 90s. You had to earn that. Whitney or Anita, I love me some Anita. You know, I'm from the Detroit, so she Toledo, Detroit area. I'm on side. I love Whitney too, but Anita, my dun, 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 dun. But Anita, my girl. Caught up in the rapture, same old love. That's my joint. I listen to same old love all day. You bring me joy. That was boy. Sheesh. And you probably think she might not have had a career, you know, after that group broke up and somebody just kept giving her a second chance and they let her pick her production. Sheesh. You gotta think she was like a foster child. She lost her parents and everything. She had a good perseverance story. You know, I read up on her story, man, but amazing artist. I love me some Kim too. Even though he only date nothing but white chicks. He be singing all, but that's my crack recovery. He was a crackhead, recovering crackhead. I remember he came out when he first came out. Love me some Kim. Who's the cutest female of all time? Sheesh. Cutest, because there wasn't nothing cute about MC Lyte, but she was a beautiful woman. Oh, sheesh. You got to name some people off of me because I can't even think about it. Because really wasn't nothing cute about Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. They kind of had sex appeal, but they was, you know what I'm saying? So, sheesh, I don't know. Because Missy wasn't like cute. She kind of had her own little swag, and Lauryn Hill was on the Afrocentric stuff, and she really, I mean, it's tough. He said, "Oh, Romeo and Bob, I'm good on that one. Worst guy to sign to Puffy. Worst to sign with Puffy Puffy easily. Easily. I thought Kim married my boy dated his niece. He said all he dated was white people. So I don't know. Maybe he did end up having to change of heart. That about 10 years ago. Eve. I don't even know if Eve was cute. Eve kind of with Rough Rider. She kind of had a, you know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion, nothing cute about that style, that male horse, but she a nice looking woman. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't really see cute. Cute is kind of like Janae Aiko, just a cute looking thing, or it depends. Like it's hard to say cute female rapper. I really have to think about that. Cause Cardi B, she ain't cute. I ain't saying she ugly, but she ain't cute. Like cute is kind of like cute is probably. I mean, you probably mean sexy. Maya wasn't a rapper. She was a singer though. She was cute, but I get that. Robin Thicke or John B. I can't stand Robin Thicke voice. Give me John B. They don't know, man. That's my boy. Say they don't know about you and me. I thought he was a brother when I heard him. I don't really think Eve was not cute in Rough Rider, bro. She had her hair. She wasn't cute. She was fine, but she wasn't cute. Oh, Casey, I just watched his on TV One his behind the scenes story. They got some good document. They got everybody in there. DJ Quick had a good one too. Love Case. They tried to make him. He wanted to prove he could sing though. I love Case. Case and Joe. Pictures do a broken glass. That's my joint. Jeez. He said pick a real co-host to smash. What you mean by that? Mix your honey with your money. Horace Brown had hits in the 90s. Avant too, man. Avant make you want to go upside your ex head. I'm drawing a blank. But what's that one song he had that he can't? I can every time I can't remember the song he had, but it was dope. He was talking shit. Yeah, that man Vine make you want. I seen him in concert at school. Make you want to go up a nigga head. Oh, we can't mint condition had some hits. They had a dope band. They might have had the last dope band I can really think of. Pretty brown eyes. Doom doom. That song is a Simpleton song. Listen to the lyrics of that song. Listen to the go home and just go look on your phone. Look at the lyrics to Pretty Brown Eyes. That's a Simpleton song. Did he catch that? If he caught that, that's a Tyler Lockett's spectacular catch. Better be 100 on Madden if he caught that. I can read your mind. Not that song. He had another Joker, bro. I'm about to pull that boy up. Yeah, he got both feet in. That's crazy. Hold on, because I'm gonna look that song up before I get off. Somebody probably gonna say it in there. Cutting Me Back, yeah, they was dope. They don't got boy bands no more. Separate, that's what it was. Separate. That song was a killer. Yeah, I used to love Free. I stopped watching them. I kind of stopped getting interested in that when they got rid of them. TRL was cool back in the day too. She said, "What kind of man is the jam?" Who sing that? Cause I gotta remember that. But somebody said in the chat, James Cooley said that was Main Condition played original instrument, nothing left to say believe in us and organic gold. Yeah, they band was cold. It was a Simpleton song though, Pretty Brown Eyes. It was a Simpleton song though, but Avant, boy, you better not break up with nobody and play that song Separated. Come here, Keisha. Bam, you gonna go upside Keisha's head. Oh, Jack and Ed, I had their album with a party at dun, 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 when them. I think didn't they battle somebody? Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. If you ain't grow up in the '90s, the '90s was the truth. Now, Sister Lachey for you, I'm probably mispronouncing the name. I think she said '88 was her best year in rap. But personally, you can make a case for '94 being the best year in rap. Because I think '94, Nas dropped Illmatic and Biggie dropped Ready to Die. Man, '94 was a good year too. But '90s radio, in the beginning, you had the New Jack Swing. And then, kind of when the West Coast took over, man, you had Snoop. The Chronic was in, what, 92? That whole album used to bang. Man, Suge didn't know what he had. But, yeah, 96 was good too. But 94 was Ready to Die was just an Illmatic. They were such great albums, but polar opposites to themselves. Polar opposites. Jagged Edge 112, yeah. Peaches and Cream. They played that song out. 90s era had the best music. Yeah, it did. It had the best R&B and hip hop and rap. Cause Pac was coming hard in the 90s, boy. Pac was in jail going double, triple platinum. Then you also had Pete Rock doing his thing, CL Smooth. You had a Tribe Called Quest. But then you had them West Coast niggas sneaking up too. Cause Nate, not Nate Dogg, but Warren G, he dropped what was it, G-Funk, that was a gem. Snoop dropped Doggy Style, that was a gem. The Chronic started it all. Sheesh. Man. It sucks how bad you ain't lying. You want to know like where Jay Holiday was cool in Life. Don't forget Life. He said a documentary of Tony Toto. I didn't know there was more than 3 members. They had a good. I didn't know it was more than 3 members. I know it was Dwayne, Raphael Sadiq, and the other one. It was funny how he said they got that name Tony. He said because Dwayne used to be a pretty boy, and he say Tony. That man, Raphael Sadiq was a problem too. New York ran, and no, they didn't. No, they didn't. New York did not run the 90s, my nigga. They didn't. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They have some good artists. But at one point, when the Chronic dropped, that the West Coast had the 90s on lock. Now, it wasn't just dominating 90s, though, but gangster rap took over. You had America's Most. NWA dropped that second joint. Then when Dre dropped Chronic, it was a rap. Because then Doggy Style, Warren G, like the 90s, they had a nice little run. But Pac was just that. The West they were just coming too hard, bro. They just came too hard. And now you still have some good rappers in there. You had you had Tribe, you had Pac, you had Jay-Z. Ain't nobody care about him. Nah, you had some good artists. But the 90s, the beginning, New York ran 80s in general. Like they was booing like NWA and them niggas. But Run DMC, Kool Moe D, LL, yeah, that late 80s, man. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, shit, they had it on lock. But but you never really see the changing of the guard. The changing of the guard, it all started with Dre and Cube and them and DJ Quick, and then then you had Too Short pop out, E40. The West is going East Coast. East Coast would beat anybody else in that time period, but the West just it was just too strong in that era. They was just too strong. But in part of the 90s, the East Coast would have beat any other era. Shit, they had Wu-Tang dropped out of there, Biggie popped out of there. We're going to brand new flavor in your ear. He helped start motherfucking Bad Boy, and Diddy didn't even send flowers to his funeral. Without Craig Mack, they don't get off the floor. Here comes the brand new flavor in your ear. New flavor. It was a legit. Y'all gonna laugh though, bro. One of my boys was telling me years ago that somebody got killed in New York over who was better, Craig Mack or Biggie. Like that was a legit conversation at one point. Here comes the brand new flavor. It's funny how Puffy used a lot of these dudes over the course of time, bro. Puffy used Craig Mack. Craig Mack got Bad Boy jumping. It wasn't Biggie. If it wasn't for Craig Mack, it wouldn't have jumped. Pac ain't never rep New York. No, that's like saying Corrupt from Philadelphia. But he was from Philadelphia. He was born there. If it was about where you born at, the South really ain't got nobody, bro. Especially Atlanta, because Soulja Boy was born in Illinois. Ludacris was born in Illinois, so it's tough to say. But Pac was unfadable, bro. When he came, his first two albums was my favorite ones, but he was unfadable. Perfect Song. I don't think he was a better songwriter than him. Pac whole swag is New York. No, it wasn't. maybe you got a point there. Yeah, you probably can make a case. It's hard to kind of pinpoint where his style came from, because New York had a different flow back then. He didn't really sound like a New York. Pac had his own sound, but Biggie, Big L, Big Pun, they had that. They just even Q-Tip, and he was just so smooth with it. Like New York had that jazz smooth. I love New York rappers, man. Was Kool Moe D from New York? He probably was, but I love them niggas, dog. Because New York, you can get New York, you get so many different flavors in rap. You get somebody like 50, and then you get somebody like Big. Then you can pop up and get somebody like Nas, you get somebody like Jay, and then you get the guy Rakim. You can get somebody that kind of dance like Big Daddy Kane. Then you get somebody that's like Run DMC. New York can give you whatever you're looking for. Mobb Deep, love them niggas, dog. Love them niggas, man. New York, man, you can't take nothing from them, dog. They got some dope rappers, man. It's funny how Cameron, Mace, especially Killer Mace, how far New York rappers dropped off, bro. New York rappers completely, even Philadelphia don't rap like that no more. Because Philadelphia was bringing it. Cassidy, Beans, Freeway, not Millie Spur, what's the other, PD Crack. When Philly and New York was working together, it was nice. New York, I'd never see the downfall of New York. Like the West, after Pop, Snoop went south. You know what I'm saying? He went south, but the West kind of had a little, especially SoCal had a little bit of fade. But the South came out of nowhere. Like the only person you heard from the South for real was on the radio up east or north. Only person you heard was Outkast. You didn't really hear too many other people from the South. But the South then took over now. He said Pac and DMX. Yeah. That's a great comparison. You know what I'm saying? You would have thought Ja Rule was a little bit more. He didn't have it's hard to say Ja Rule didn't have a thug appeal, but he didn't have a thug appeal. Cause he went he crossed over so hard to R&B side, but him and DMX and Pac kind of put you in the same mind. When if Ja Rule just kept rapping, he probably wouldn't have made the most money, but Ja Rule was a problem at one minute. He was on top of the rap game. People got to understand when Jay-Z, when Pac and Big was alive, like they was legitimately on top of the rap game, legitimately. But you had a lot of different other people that you could put up there with them too. But when Jay-Z came, like he wasn't on a pedestal above everybody else. Like you had Eminem that was surpassing him quickly, obviously because he could rap and he was white. You had DMX who had all these #1 albums. I mean, like Jay-Z was never legitimately head and shoulders above the competition. Really, at no point in his career, he had some great albums, but he had to deal with some like Ja Rule was legitimately the hottest nigga in rap at one point. He might not have been pure rap, but he was legit the hottest. DMX, Eminem. You know what I'm saying? He had to deal with some monsters, dog. Like he never had to. He didn't dominate the game like Drake dominated now. Like Drake dominated like Run DMC and Rakim. He's dominant. Jay-Z has never been head and shoulders above the competition, not because he wasn't able to. The competition was so fierce. Like even Benny Siegel was just as good as Jay-Z. He couldn't really never out rap Benny Siegel on those songs. Like Rockefeller legitimately, like if they would have kept it rolling, they legitimately had some monsters. Cause Cam can go, Beans can go, Freeway can go, Jay can go, the Young Guns can go. Man, Jay-Z had gold there. Nelly was not At one point he was bigger than Ja Rule. But at one point, Ja Rule was head and shoulders above the competition. At one point, Ja Rule was he was #1. At some point, Nelly came, but Nelly didn't have the tenure that Ja Rule had. Ja Rule was legit on top for a minute, for a while. But Nelly did. He could have been up there at one point, but he only had really 3 good albums. And I only listened to 2 of them. Busta was one of those dudes that was Buster was always a 2-tier dude, but Buster can out rap anybody. Buster was dynamic. Buster and DMX I would like to see. Buster and Juvenile or Mystical, that'd be good. Buster can hang with anybody in a versus battle. Can't nobody just blow Buster out the water. Yeah, I told you Ja Rule was on top. I remember them days. And he turned down the line, he turned down that Fast and Furious joint. That was a mistake. Jay-Z benefited from Pac and Big's death. I mean, yeah. Oh, Jadakiss, my nigga. I bought his first LP. I love to Kiss the Game Goodbye. I'm always be a Styles P Jadakiss fan. And Sheik Lock. All them niggas, I like all the Wu-Tang niggas, dog. Mobb Deep, the Locks, and Mobb Deep, the Locks. It was somebody else I was thinking of. I love them. Bone Thugs, Harmony. Love them niggas, dog. Somebody got hurt on them. I love Bone Thugs and Harmony, but I love me some Mobb Deep. We should spread love, not war. Mobb Deep was my shit. Kiss, my nigga, dog. Kiss can out Kiss. You ain't gonna beat Kiss and just going bar. You ain't gonna just never blow Kiss out. I had Fabulous first joint. He said Nelly outsold. We talking about at a time period, bro. Nelly outsold him with was it Nellyville? But Ja Rule was at one point he was above Nelly. Well, he was above Nelly before Nelly came out, I believe. If my memory serves me correctly. Nelly hit hard though. But I prefer Luda. And people forget Luda, he financed his first album. People forget that. That first album, Def Jam just repacked it. They just repacked it. I like Annie got that fool. There was my niggas too. I forget their name real quick. I don't know how I drew a blame for it. That was my niggas too. They used to come hard. Kiss and Buster would be Kiss already win. I don't like that style. Yeah, they can work. I'd rather see Buster at Mystical or Buster and Juvenile. I want to see Buster with somebody that Mystical can match his energy. I want to see Buster somebody that's gonna MOP things. I think I want to see somebody that's gonna match Buster energy. Yeah, Ludacris, he financed it. He paid for that first album. He distributed that as independent, and then Def Jam repacked it, remastered it, and distributed it worldwide. Yeah, that first album that Ludacris did, he paid for that himself. I don't think a lot of people knew that. Yeah, he financed that album. Remember, he was Chris Love on Atlanta radio station. He the one that broke he broke that record for Outkast. You in elevators, you and me, your mama here too, rolling down the strip on Rose, coming up, slamming Cadillac. Ludacris broke that song for them because L.A. Reid didn't like that song, and Outkast believed in it so much that they took it down to a radio station, and they said Ludacris said that was a most requested song I think he had ever done before. That whole song was dope. Man, Outkast is my favorite duo though. That whole song, you and me. Then you listen to that beat, it was just so like something you had heard before. He said I got stopped at the mall the other day. 3 Stacks was crazy. He had T.I. I think it was started with Outkast. Without Outkast, it wouldn't be no T.I. Shit, without Outkast, it really wouldn't be no commercial South. You'll still have like a 3 6 Mafia. You'll still have what's the other ones I'm thinking about? A-Ball, MJG, UGK. You still have them, but Outkast, they took a commercial. You know, you could say Outkast, Jermaine Dupri, Usher, who else you just say? T.I. You know, you could say all 3 of them, but really it was Jermaine Dupri and Outkast. They was the foundation of the A. They was the only ones that was playing everywhere. I remember that as a teenager and a kid. They was playing everywhere. You know, but I had T.I. first shit before T.I. blow. You can't go to Atlanta and not go to, you know, the dope boys in the trap, nigga. That was my junk, dog. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. We had that, bro. I was a music head, bro. I had Exhibit album. I'm ashamed to say it now. I used to love to buy albums, because I used to love them. I should have invested more into vinyl, though. I didn't know no better. Boys in the trap. I used to love going to Atlanta in school. But it was like an hour away, hour 30 away. One of my homeboys, he did modeling, bro. He used to be in a titty bar, eating free wing. Man, I had fun. Dope boys in the trap. They played that all the time, bro. And then Jeezy. It ain't nice. I gotta get down to DC though. See what that him like. He said, "Did he destroy MJG and A-Ball disappear? How you gonna make legend?" Oh yeah, when he had Bad Boy South with he destroyed Young Jock's career too. Diddy wasn't to promote nobody's second album, bro, at all, bro, for real. May's second album was garbage, dog. Diddy was not letting nobody have no. Black Rap had a few good albums, but he didn't promote them like that though. Loon, G Dep, man, Diddy was not letting you get 3 albums for sure. I never understood his rationale behind that. I never understood that. Yeah, I remember the band. I used to watch that joint. Hang Glide with me with Fred and my Nessa get into a fight with. I don't think it was Fred, was it? Dylan. Well, let me get out. I stayed on here too long. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, share the video on the way out. He said he promoted Biggie. He said, yeah, Biggie was just passed away. Just passed away. He got all that. He got all the music rights to Biggie. His family said, we ain't seen Puffy in a minute, but I'll see y'all later. We out. He said Ludacris went super mainstream when he released the What's Your Fantasy video. He financed that joint himself, bro. That's so crazy about it. He financed that joint himself. But let me get out here. Appreciate y'all. We go.